Kenny, what did you guys struggle to close this one out in overtime?
Oh man, I thought we did a lot of good things, Dan. I thought we rebounded like we asked them to rebound. We got some really good looks. You know, sometimes it's make or miss. But I like a lot of things we did. Listen, this is why you fight so hard to get home court advantage, right? We knew this wasn't going to be easy. This is the playoffs. This is what it's about. And we got to recover and get ready for Sunday's game.
What were you looking to get on the final shot with?
Yeah, we're looking for Donovan coming off a curl screen. We've run it before, and it was really 2 or 3 option. And then Evans on the pop, supposed to pop if they help. Not a great look, decent look from Evan.
There was the turnover with 10 seconds left that led to their final possessions where they knock it out of bounds off of Evan, and Dennis is struggling to get the ball into the front court. Were you considering calling a timeout at that point?
Not a time. I thought, with Dennis's speed, we run that all the time. Get it over half court. They're going to foul. He made an advance pass. The kid made a heck of a play on the ball.
Through your mind when that ball off R.J. Barrett's shot goes all the way up in the air before it drops?
I mean, you just, I don't know. Sometimes the basketball gods aren't with you, But it was immediate, like, all right, we did a lot of great things. Made a heck of a comeback, showed a lot of resiliency. And then was like, okay, let's go get game 7. That just kind of switches real quick.
You didn't use the starting lineup you'd used in the first 4 games until the fourth quarter tonight, and that lineup was really good. It got you back in the game. You played it all overtime. Why did you wait so long to go to it?
I think we tried a lot of different stuff tonight. 3 guards. We're trying to find what clicks. You move around, and we got to that lineup, and it was good for us.
Right. Kenny, they've made Harden look pretty uncomfortable the entire series.
Yeah.
What have you seen with how they've handled him, and then how you guys have kind of countered with that?
I mean, they got a really good defensive team. I mean, that's their hallmark, right? They got big, long defenders, making it hard on him and making it hard on Donovan. I don't know. It's just the playoffs. Every series, your best players get a lot of attention. Like I said, they're long, they're athletic. I did feel like we got good looks there in overtime. Felt like we got a bunch of good looks in the fourth quarter. One of them goes in. You get the W. It's a make or miss league.
Joe. Back to the last turnover just for a second. I mean, you said you do run that play, and Dennis is probably the fastest guy on the floor.
Yeah.
But does anybody have to come help him there?
Yeah, I think Evan stepped to the ball. I think threw it to him. The kid came. Obviously, they're looking to foul. Kid made a good play on the ball. But we got our fastest guy with the ball, great free throw shooter going over half court. To me, kid makes a heck of a play. He got it to Evan. Kid comes in. I was assuming they're trying to foul, right? So we can look at that on tape.
Scotty had a lot of control of the game there in the first half. It looks like in the second half you guys make adjustments defensively. In the fourth especially, you guys were sending 2 at him, but the timing of it seemed to be pretty good. Is that something you can carry over into Game 7?
Yeah, I mean, I think we showed a better crowd, on him and faked at him, made it harder, made his shots a little harder, too comfortable in the first half.
And then with RJ, just seems like he's going to that same left shoulder move underneath the paint. Is there anything you guys can do a little better just to try and keep him out of that area and not let him get to his spots?
It's hard because he gives you the shoulder boulder, and creates separation that way. It's a good move. We got to find a way to combat it because he's definitely going to that shot a lot.
Last one, Spence. Kenny, you used the challenge obviously in the first half. Just felt like there was a couple of times throughout the game where maybe that could have come in handy for you. How do you sort of think through that when you use it early on in the game, knowing that you might lose it later on?
Yeah, our philosophy is points are equal. You could argue. We've had this kind of discussion with a lot of people. Points matter everywhere in the game, right? What I don't like is holding the challenge and then never using it, right? When you could have gotten 2 points in the first half. So we're aggressive with it. It's our philosophy. I know everybody's different with it.
And then we always hear, closeout games are obviously extremely difficult to sort of get done. Just, can you describe how difficult, or the challenge that is a closeout game, especially in an environment like this on the road?
Yeah. I mean, obviously they came out with a lot of force, a ton of force, hit us pretty hard. But then we showed, like I said, we showed great resiliency, coming back, valiant, comeback. But this is typical NBA playoff basketball, 2, 4, and 5 seed going at it. But like I said in the beginning, we got the home court advantage. That's why you work for it all year. Got to go and get Game 7.